What's up, you guys? So it is like 11:30. I just got to my hotel room. I did not go to sleep last night, and instead, what I decided to do was to stay up all night so that I could sleep on the plane. And guess what? I slept like a baby. So. So, I this is my first time traveling for work where I actually get here on a Sunday where I don't really have to go into the office until tomorrow. Um, Unfortunately, OTF classes are pretty much booked for the day, so it's not like I can jump on a Sunday session. But right now, I'm just trying to focus on a game plan to stay healthy and make good choices. So, I did bring, like, let me stay in the light. I did bring, like, an emergency Ziploc of protein bars because I didn't want to, like, be super hungry and then make a bad choice. But, yeah. I had one of those. It's snowing right now, which, I don't know if you guys know this, but we don't get that in Florida. So I'm enjoying it while I can. But yeah, check this out. It's pretty cool. We don't get snow. I'm gonna probably get some room service, which, you know, it's not like ideal, but let's see what the menu has. So, this is the hardest thing for me because at home I get to meal prep and I can calculate exactly what I'm eating, and when I'm here, when I'm traveling for work, it's not that easy. So I'm really trying to think of like what I can do to stay on track this week. Not because I'm worried about making poor decisions, but because I like the idea of knowing exactly what I'm eating, calculating my macros. I know that workouts are going to be a little bit harder this week because a lot of the OTF sessions were booked and I couldn't book ahead of time because it's a long story. But got this menu and gonna see what I get for lunch. Yeah. This menu kind of sucks. Maybe I should just like DoorDash it. Like, do they? I could do that, right? Please don't. I took a glorious nap. So I took a nap. I've kind of gotten situated in the hotel room. It is cold, especially for me. And when I left, I'm pretty sure it was like in the 70s or 80s. And I got here and it was like 20 something and snowing. So that was interesting. So one of the things that when I first started traveling for work, specifically right around the time that I started Orange Theory, I started looking up a lot of videos like tips and tricks on how to stay healthy or how to stay on your fitness journey while traveling, especially when you're traveling for work. Because I think it's a little bit different when you're traveling like for a vacation, but for me, I travel a week at a time and it's something that I have to do for my job. Now, the reason that it's really hard for me is because at home, you guys know that I meal prep. So, and I'm not like that meal prep, the person that's like, all right, I have cooked my breakfasts, my lunches, and my dinners for the next 3 weeks. No. Okay, I am the kind of person that'll cook like a really big thing of quinoa, a really big thing of ground turkey, and a really big thing of chicken, and we'll kind of use that to prep meals throughout the week. Now, I started doing this 30-day challenge where I was putting all of my food on my story on Instagram, and then I realized that I eat the same thing like 7 times a week. Like, I literally eat the same thing all week, so I kind of got discouraged a little bit and was like, maybe they're gonna get bored of me posting this. So But that's not the point. So what am I planning this week to kind of stay on track and to really make sure that I am setting myself up for success? So ideally what I was going to do was I was going to go to a grocery store and buy a couple of groceries here, but my hotel room doesn't have a fridge. Which, I've never had that before. I don't know, maybe it's hiding somewhere. I need to check the room again. But I did stop and buy some protein bars and a few snack items because I do feel that that's where we have the opportunity kind of to make the most not great decisions. It's kind of like when you're hungry and you're trying to do something on the go, and then we end up making a decision or making a choice that is probably not the best one. So I do plan on doing that. I've already gone to the Orange Theory app and I found a local Orange Theory gym or studio here in Salt Lake City, and I've registered for a couple of classes. Now, unfortunately, I will say that they were pretty waitlisted. Like, I was kind of surprised to see some of the classes, to see how many people were on the wait list. But again, we're in January. Now, what I struggled with this time is that I didn't know that when you are pre-booking your classes ahead of time at a studio outside of your area, you can't book ahead of your renewal period. So my membership renewed on the 11th. And I flew in today on the 12th. So when I went last week to set up my classes for this week, I couldn't because my membership hadn't renewed yet. So I had to wait until Saturday to actually book the classes for this week. So that did provide me a little bit of a roadblock because now I kind of had to wait long to get those classes scheduled. So I was able to register for 2 of them. I do have a friend of mine who lives in Salt Lake City who is going to take me to his gym, I think at least once. While I'm here, I'm going to try to convince him to see if I like the workout, maybe I'll do it twice. And then if not, I'll work out in the gym here at the hotel room. So definitely my first tip for you is to not let it break your routine and try to schedule your classes like you would at home and keep that workout consistency going. So tomorrow I am gonna go, I don't know if they have Whole Foods here. I hope they have Whole Foods. I'm gonna go to the grocery store and buy myself a couple of things to see if I can, even though I don't have a fridge, get some dinner items and maybe even keep some breakfast items here so that I don't have to worry about those and I can track those appropriately. But just try not to be so hard on yourself. You know, don't go crazy. You know, don't go and do a whole bunch of craziness. But at the same point, don't be so hard on yourself because it happens. You know, you're gonna go out with a client or you're gonna go out with a coworker and, you know, enjoy yourself. But just be conscious of what you're doing and try to offset it. So if you know that you consume more calories on one day, then try to lower some on the other day. I mean, as long as you're within that deficit, that's really what matters. And like I said, I ain't no nutritionist or dietitian, so, you know, maybe don't take my word for it. Last but not least, explore the city. Don't just hang out in the hotel room all day. You know, when you're done with work, take advantage. You're somewhere new. Walk around. Do exciting things. It is cold here. I'm gonna really try to I'm gonna really try to not just hole up in my hotel room and sleep, you know, because that's like my favorite thing to do when it's really cold outside. But, you know, try to get out there, try to have some fun, get your body moving, and enjoy the fact that you're somewhere that you don't have to pay to be there. You know, when we get to travel for work, that's pretty cool. So that's really all I have for you today. I am pretty excited because while I am in Salt Lake City, I am going to do some vlog type content. I'm not 100%, depending on how work goes, you guys, I may not be able to get a video uploaded for Thursday, but I'm going to really try. I also have an opportunity to maybe do some recording when I do this. I think it's like a CrossFit type gym that my coworker is going to take me to. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely be looking for content like that. So as always, I post new videos on Mondays and Thursdays. If you like content that you're seeing and you want to see more in the future, hit the subscribe button on your way out. If you have any suggestions of things that you would like to see, or if you just have any questions for me in general, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below. I really do my best to answer everyone's questions as much as I can, including DMs on Instagram. So I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. See you soon.